Getting to understand the rolling resistance or the power or what's used by different tyres could be one of the smartest things you tune into on your e-mountain bike. In the past, we've seen massive differences in the time or the watts used per tyre simply by the tread pattern or the tyre pressure. So are you actually robbing yourself the free laps, the bigger range, simply by not having the right setup? Tyres then are a massive source of free speed and range on your e-mountain bike. Now, the last time we did a tyre comparison challenge on the channel was a hill climb. It was a 15-minute hill climb and I had a soft compound Assegai downhill tyre versus a low profile, a harder compound Crossmark tyre from Maxxis. Now, the difference on that 15-minute climb was actually a minute and a half faster in speed on the harder compound tyre, but not only that, 6% difference in the watt hours used. So that is just over 15 minutes. Today then, we'll hopefully give you guys a real insight into just how much tyres and wheel size has an effect on the speed and the watts consumed by your e-mountain bike. Today we're at a typical trail centre loop. It's a blue graded loop, so it's surface, about 10 kilometres in distance, about 450 metres of climbing. So we have got in 27.5 inch version, the Assegai front and a shorty on the back. That's downhill casing, super soft compound. And then we're going to swap it over to 29 inch wheels and have the lower profile, harder compound pace tyres on this bike. Looking forward to seeing how much time we can save. Just completed my first loop of the red on the Levo with the soft compound tyres, the Assegai Shorty mix. Now, before I give you the results, I just want to remind you and give you a bit of insight into how these numbers stack up. I previously got 102 watt hours usage with the pace tyres on one loop, which meant that on the Levo SL, yes, it's a lower powered bike, but nevertheless, it shows you how these e-bikes work. It meant I could have got 7 loops done. This time, on the soft compound tyres, 214 watt hours, which means I could only really do 2.5 laps on this bike. So tyres already a massive, massive impact on the range you get. But next up, I'm going to be mounting up the pace tyres, and I can already feel that the range of these tyres is going to be considerably greater. Wow, that was a workout. Now, if you're wondering why I'm dressed differently, that is simply because we were so blown away by the results. We actually had to go back and rerun the route just to confirm that the results were right. But nevertheless, I don't know about you guys, but I really think that the Levo in 29-inch wheels with low profile tyres looks pretty cool. I don't know, let's know what you think. But just to rewind the clock to when we previously did the loop on the Levo SL, we run it with Assegai tyres, front and back, on the 29-inch wheel stock, compared to these Pace Star tyres, front and back, again 29-inch wheels, and we saw a watt-hour difference of around about 10 watt-hours per lap. Now, the time difference was actually about 2 minutes faster on the low profile tyres versus the super soft Assegai tyres. But what about when we moved to the Levo results? Now, remember the first lap was on 27.5-inch wheels, front and rear, Assegai tyre up front and shorty, super soft compound shorty on the back. And the time was just over 30 minutes, but the watt-hour consumption, 214 watt-hours for one 30-minute lap. But we then swapped out to the 29-inch wheels and the low-profile Pace tyres from Maxxis. So we've got a wheel size and a tyre change here, just need to be clear on that. And the time for that was actually 27 minutes, so a 3-minute reduction in time around that loop. But check this out, guys. I mean, this actually blew my mind. Remember, 214 watt hours on the 27.5-inch wheels and soft tires, 161 watt hours per lap, 27 minutes, remember. Now that is a monumental saving in watt hours. Let me do a quick calculation. That's 56 watt hours for a lap. So I think the important thing to remember here is actually, if you multiply that by the amount of laps you can do, you're actually getting, 2 or 3 more laps on one battery simply by changing the tires on your bike. So there you go, folks. It's a hugely important subject. Let's know what tires you use in your bike. Do you make it, what's the bike there? Do you put your tires on for the type of riding you do, or do you keep the same tires on all year? Because remember, you've also got a durability issue here. When you run soft compound tires, they're going to wear more than the hard compound tires. I thought it was a hugely interesting video to do. Let's know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to EMBN to get more tech and fun e-mountain bike content. Thanks for watching.